Welcome to Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Hoosiers. We expect Memorial Stadium to be rocking because these fans have been getting ready since early this morning. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Terrapins will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So Indiana's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deeper, else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Powers through the defender. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. It's Rourke. A little screen to the running back. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Looking for space, it's Hemby. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The give to the single back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this time.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
They finally make the stop at the big run. He's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And that's exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
To the air. It's Rourke. It's complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Just going to keep it after the snap. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Quarterback will keep it. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. After the misfire, it's second down. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Offense facing 4th down.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
7, Indiana, 0.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the Terrapins get the first down.
Tackle is made at the 44-yard line. Good enough.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Throws to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40, the 20, inside the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Indiana! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kansas is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
To the air, it's Edwards. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside for this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
He wants to throw. He's right on target.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And here comes the offense on second down. They're going to run it. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Terrapins have this offense rolling. They'll ride the hot hand. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Fights off a defender. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hemby. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake, getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
The short hands, it's Hemby. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Maryland 10, Indiana 7.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Smith. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Bloomington. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. And he was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Quickly complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
From the gun on third down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hemby. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They'll run it here on third and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Maryland! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Texas State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looking for a man. It's Rourke. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
A third and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Hands it off. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, the ground game. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McDonald. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. He looks that one in nicely. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be set.
Running back. Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. And he takes it to the house. Dodge down, Terrapins. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Maryland, 24, Indiana, 10.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
He gets it to the 31-yard line, a big play for this offense.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Maryland! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Maryland 31, Indiana 10.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And they'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but
the ball squirts free. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He'll heave it deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Rourke. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better.
He'll take a shot. Now one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in cover.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. First down here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Ray. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
On the move. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Second down.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Maryland.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise.